Whispers of the Forgotten Stars. Introduction. In a world not too unlike our own, there existed a hidden realm where the stars held secrets and whispered ancient tales to those who dared to listen. It was a place where the ordinary and the extraordinary intertwined, where the boundaries between reality and the fantastical blurred, and where the mundane moments of daily life were tinged with magic. Our story unfolds in a quaint, picturesque town nestled in a valley surrounded by lush, rolling hills. Here, the pace of life was unhurried, and the townsfolk went about their days with a sense of tranquil routine. But beneath the surface of this idyllic facade lay a treasure trove of stories waiting to be discovered. At the heart of this town were two souls, Sarah and David, whose lives were about to be intricately woven into the very fabric of the town's mysteries. They were an ordinary couple, much like any other, who found beauty in the simple rhythms of their daily existence. Little did they know that the universe had grand plans for them, plans that would lead them to uncover the forgotten stories of the stars. Our tale is not one of knights in shining armor or wizards casting spells, but rather, it is a celebration of the extraordinary found within the ordinary. It is a story of love, resilience, and the unshakable bond between two people navigating the ebbs and flows of life's unpredictable currents. Through 7 chapters, we will delve into the intricacies of Sarah and David's lives. From the mundane yet heartwarming moments of their morning routine to the bustling chaos of their daily commutes, from the trials and triumphs of office life to the cherished hours of quality time they shared, each chapter will paint a vivid portrait of their world. But, dear reader, do not be deceived by the apparent simplicity of their lives, for within these moments of routine and regularity lie the keys to unlocking the secrets of the forgotten stars. As their story unfolds, you will witness the subtle yet profound ways in which the universe conspires to reveal its mysteries, drawing them ever closer to an adventure they never imagined. So, as we embark on this journey through the ordinary and the extraordinary, remember that sometimes, the most enchanting tales are found in the most unexpected places. Join us as we follow Sarah and David on their path through life, where whispers of the forgotten stars beckon, promising magic and wonder just beyond the horizon.
Chapter 1: The Morning Routine. As the alarm clock blared its incessant tune, Sarah groggily reached out to silence it. The room was still dimly lit, with the soft hues of dawn seeping through the curtains. The crisp morning air greeted her as she threw off the warm cocoon of her blankets. It was another Monday morning, and the thought of facing the daily grind was far from appealing. With a yawn and a stretch, she swung her legs over the edge of the bed and let her feet make contact with the cool, wooden floor. The world outside was still and hushed, as if nature itself was reluctant to disrupt the peace of the early hour. Sarah shuffled her way to the bathroom, the floorboards creaking softly beneath her. Toothpaste smeared on her toothbrush, she began to scrub away the remnants of last night's dinner. The mirror above the sink reflected the image of a woman who was both weary and determined. Her reflection smiled back at her, as if offering a reassuring nod of encouragement. This was the daily ritual, the small yet essential act of preparing herself for the world that awaited outside. Downstairs in the kitchen, the aroma of freshly brewed coffee wafted through the air. Sarah's husband, David, had already started the coffee maker. He was a creature of habit, and his devotion to their morning caffeine ritual was unwavering. He poured her a steaming cup and handed it to her with a warm smile. "Morning, dear," he said, his voice carrying the gentle cadence of morning calm. Sarah took a sip of the hot, comforting brew, savoring the rich flavor that awakened her senses. The kitchen was bathed in a soft, golden light, courtesy of the sun's first rays filtering through the window. The two of them sat at the small wooden table, a silent understanding passing between them. It was in these moments, amidst the aroma of freshly brewed coffee and the warmth of shared silence, that they found solace in each other's presence. Their morning routine was a dance of domesticity, a choreography of tasks that had become second nature. While Sarah prepared a simple breakfast of scrambled eggs and toast, David buttered the slices with precision, a ritual he had perfected over the years. The clinking of cutlery and the occasional rustle of a newspaper provided a soothing soundtrack to their morning ritual. With breakfast consumed and the last sips of coffee drained from their cups, Sarah and David gathered their belongings and headed out the door. The town outside was slowly stirring to life, with early risers beginning their own versions of daily rituals. The world was a canvas of opportunity, and they were poised to paint another day with the colors of their existence. Their daily commute, a shared journey that mirrored the cadence of their lives, awaited them. It involved navigating a labyrinth of buses, trains, and crowded sidewalks. Sarah checked her watch, realizing that they were running a bit late. They quickened their pace, maneuvering through the urban jungle of honking cars and impatient pedestrians. As they stepped out into the bustling city streets, their intertwined fingers served as a reminder that they faced this world together, ready to embrace whatever challenges and joys the day had in store. In the tapestry of their lives, the morning routine was merely the first thread, a testament to the beauty of beginnings and the promise of another day in their shared journey.
Chapter 2: Rush Hour Commute. With their morning routine complete, Sarah and David set out on their daily commute, a journey that would transport them from the tranquility of their home into the bustling heart of the city. Their footsteps echoed in harmony with the urban symphony of car horns, chattering pedestrians, and the distant hum of engines. Their town was well connected, but the serenity of the suburbs soon gave way to the frenetic pulse of the city. As they descended into the subway station, the dim glow of artificial lighting replaced the natural morning Sunday. The metallic scent of the underground mingled with the earthiness of commuters' damp coats. Sarah and David navigated the intricacies of the subway system with a well-practiced ease, like seasoned explorers charting a familiar course through uncharted territory. The subway map was etched into their minds, a labyrinth of colorful lines representing countless destinations and possibilities. As the train pulled into the station, the platform was a sea of hurried commuters, each lost in their own thoughts or glued to the screens of their devices. Sarah and David squeezed their way onto the crowded car, finding themselves amidst a diverse mosaic of humanity, a businessman in a tailored suit, a student with a backpack filled with books, a musician with a guitar slung over his shoulder, and a mother soothing her fussy child. The rhythmic clatter of wheels against tracks provided a backdrop to their journey, and Sarah leaned into David's shoulder, finding comfort in his presence amidst the crowd. They exchanged a knowing glance, their silent communication speaking volumes in the midst of the cacophony. Their journey continued above ground as they emerged from the subway station into the heart of the city's hustle and bustle. Tall skyscrapers loomed overhead, their glassy facades reflecting the transient lives of those who passed beneath them. The streets were alive with the energy of a metropolis in motion, a dance of people weaving through traffic and pedestrians navigating crowded sidewalks. Time seemed to move differently during the rush-hour commute. Minutes stretched and folded, and the city itself became a living, breathing organism with its own pulse. Sarah checked her watch once more, a habit ingrained in her by years of tight schedules and deadlines. They were running on time, but the city's tempo was relentless, and they had to keep up. Despite the chaos, there was a peculiar beauty in the shared experience of the morning commute. Strangers stood shoulder to shoulder, a microcosm of society, each with their own destination and purpose. In those brief moments, the distinctions of age, race, and occupation faded, and a sense of collective humanity prevailed. As they neared their respective workplaces, Sarah and David exchanged a final goodbye for the morning, a kiss that lingered with the promise of reunion in the evening. With a parting smile, they ventured into the current of the city once more, carried forward by the relentless flow of life. In the relentless rhythm of the rush-hour commute, they were but two stars in the constellation of urban existence, their paths intersecting with countless others as they embarked on their individual journeys through the day.
Chapter 3: Office Life. Sarah and David arrived at their respective offices, stepping into environments that were worlds apart yet shared the commonality of daily routine. Their workspaces were a reflection of their personalities and roles in the professional world. Sarah settled into her cubicle, a small but well-organized space that served as her daily command center. The soft glow of her computer monitor cast a gentle light on her desk, illuminating the neatly stacked papers and the colorful sticky notes that adorned her cubicle walls. The rhythmic tap-tap of keyboard keys filled the air as Sarah began her work, her fingers dancing across the keyboard with practiced precision. Around her, the office buzzed with activity. Colleagues chatted over cubicle walls, discussing weekend escapades or sharing anecdotes about the latest office gossip. The coffee machine in the corner hummed with purpose, its aromatic offerings acting as a catalyst for spontaneous conversations and impromptu meetings. Sarah was a master of multitasking, adept at juggling phone calls, emails, and the demands of her superiors. Her planner, a faithful companion, was filled with color-coded reminders, a testament to her commitment to keeping her tasks organized and on track. She was the linchpin of her department, the go-to person for problem-solving and the voice of reason in times of chaos. Meanwhile, David occupied a corner office on a higher floor, a testament to his expertise and leadership within the organization. His office was a testament to his analytical mind, with meticulously organized shelves filled with reference books and file cabinets brimming with data. A whiteboard covered in complex equations adorned one wall, a visual representation of the challenges he tackled daily. David's workday revolved around numbers, spreadsheets, and meetings with teams from various departments. He was known for his ability to see patterns where others saw chaos and to unravel the most intricate of problems with logic and precision. His mind was a wellspring of ideas, and he was always eager to share his insights and mentor junior colleagues. Throughout the office, the ebb and flow of productivity continued. The rhythm of phone calls, the tap of fingers on keyboards, and the low murmur of voices merged into a symphony of diligence. Meetings were convened in glass-walled conference rooms, where ideas were debated, strategies were devised, and plans were set into motion. Lunchtime offered a respite from the demands of the morning. Sarah and her colleagues gathered in the office kitchen, sharing tales of their morning adventures, discussing weekend plans, and debating the merits of various lunch options. David, on the other hand, often dined with clients or attended strategic meetings over lunches that were more business than pleasure. As the afternoon wore on, Sarah and David continued their respective tasks. Challenges arose, obstacles were overcome, and small victories were celebrated. The office was a microcosm of ambition and teamwork, a place where individuals came together to contribute their unique talents to a common goal. At the end of the workday, Sarah and David emerged from their offices, weary yet fulfilled. The office had its own ebb and flow, its own set of rituals and routines. It was a place where they honed their skills, forged connections, and contributed to the larger tapestry of their organization. And so, as they left their offices and headed home, the promise of evening beckoned, a time for relaxation, reflection, and the opportunity to recharge before the next day's challenges. Office life, with all its intricacies and demands, was an integral part of their daily existence, a canvas on which they painted their professional aspirations and ambitions.
Chapter 4, Lunch Break. Noontime arrived, and it was time for Sarah and David to step away from their workstations and indulge in a well-deserved break. The bustling office environment gave way to a more relaxed atmosphere as colleagues dispersed to refuel both body and mind. Lunchtime was a cherished interlude, a pause in the day's steady rhythm. For Sarah, the office kitchen was a bustling hub of activity during lunch hours. It was a place where co-workers congregated to microwave their homemade meals, heat up leftovers from last night's dinner, or assemble quick sandwiches and salads. The refrigerator was a communal treasure trove, its shelves housing an array of Tupperware containers filled with a diverse assortment of culinary creations. On this particular day, Sarah had packed a homemade Caesar salad. She meticulously combined fresh romaine lettuce, croutons, grated Parmesan cheese, and a generous drizzle of Caesar dressing in a plastic container. It was a healthier choice amidst the temptations of nearby fast food options. She grabbed her salad, a bottle of water, and made her way to the kitchen. The office kitchen was a lively scene. Colleagues engaged in animated conversations, sharing stories of weekend escapades, discussing the latest office news, or debating the merits of different lunch spots in the neighborhood. The room was filled with the aroma of various cuisines, creating a sensory collage that hinted at the diversity of the office's inhabitants. Sarah joined her co-workers at a communal table, her salad in hand. As they ate, the conversation flowed naturally, a blend of work-related topics and personal anecdotes. She listened to the chatter around her, finding solace in the camaraderie of her colleagues. David's lunchtime, in contrast, often took on a more formal tone. His position within the organization meant that he frequently dined with clients, attended strategic meetings, or joined colleagues for working lunches. It was an opportunity to build relationships, negotiate deals, and make progress on important projects. Today, he found himself in a high-end restaurant, the linen tablecloth pristine and the silverware gleaming. He sat across from a client, engaged in discussions that held the potential to shape the future of the company. They perused the menu, deliberating over their selections, but the conversation never strayed far from business. Their meal was an elegant affair, with courses that arrived at precisely timed intervals. The clink of fine china and the muted conversations of other diners provided the backdrop to their discussions. David was in his element, adept navigating the social intricacies of business lunches while keeping a keen eye on the goals of the meeting. Back in the office, Sarah and her colleagues wrapped up their lunches, their conversations gradually transitioning from leisure to productivity. As the lunch hour drew to a close, they dispersed to their workstations, rejuvenated by the break and ready to tackle the afternoon's tasks. For Sarah and David, the lunch break was more than just a pause in the workday. It was a chance to connect with colleagues, recharge their energies, and, in David's case, make strategic inroads towards their professional goals. It was a reminder that amidst the demands of office life, there were moments of camaraderie and opportunities for growth, all experienced in the span of a lunch hour.
Chapter 5: Evening Exercise. As the workday came to a close, Sarah and David found themselves once again at a crossroads, one that would lead them from the demands of the office to the realm of physical activity and well-being. Evening exercise was an integral part of their daily routine, a commitment they made to themselves and each other to prioritize their health and vitality. Their chosen destination was the local gym, a haven of sweat and determination nestled amidst the urban landscape. It was a place where individuals shed the weight of their daily responsibilities, both literally and metaphorically, to focus on nurturing their bodies and minds. Sarah was a devotee of cardio exercises, favoring the rhythmic pounding of the treadmill beneath her feet. She enjoyed the sensation of her heart rate rising, the steady cadence of her breath, and the rush of endorphins that followed a good run. On this particular evening, she had chosen a playlist of upbeat tunes to keep her motivated. David, on the other hand, had a fondness for the clank and clatter of the weight room. He believed in the power of strength training to not only sculpt his physique but also to cultivate mental fortitude. Dressed in workout attire, he approached the bench press, the cold steel barbell beckoning him to challenge his limits. In the gym's spacious layout, their paths would occasionally cross, like stars in a shared constellation. They exchanged knowing glances and encouraging smiles, silently acknowledging the dedication they both brought to their exercise regimen. Their shared commitment to health was not only a testament to their individual discipline but also a reflection of their mutual support and encouragement. The gym was a microcosm of aspirations, with individuals of all ages and backgrounds pursuing their fitness goals. There were the seasoned athletes pushing their boundaries, the newcomers taking their first steps towards transformation, and the dedicated regulars who found solace in the routine of exercise. As Sarah pounded the treadmill and David lifted weights, they both felt the physical strain that came with exertion. Sweat glistened on their skin, a testament to their hard work and determination. The gym became a place of focus and introspection, a sanctuary where daily stresses were expelled with each drop of sweat. After a challenging workout, they reconvened, their bodies energized and their spirits uplifted. They exchanged tales of their achievements, discussing personal bests and new milestones reached. Their workout was not just a physical endeavor but also a shared journey of growth and self-improvement. Leaving the gym, they were invigorated and renewed, ready to embrace the evening with a sense of accomplishment. Their commitment to evening exercise was a testament to their shared values of health and wellness, a daily reminder that self-care was essential amidst the demands of daily life. As they headed home, the glow of accomplishment and the feeling of vitality washed over them. Evening exercise was not just a habit, it was a lifestyle choice that brought them closer to their best selves, both individually and as a couple. In the serene moments after their workout, as they shared the journey back home, they knew that their commitment to well-being was a bond that would sustain them through the challenges of life.
Chapter 6: Quality Time. With the evening exercise routine behind them, Sarah and David transitioned into the next chapter of their daily life: quality time together. This cherished period of the day was when they could cast aside the pressures and routines of work and fitness, allowing their relationship to take center stage. Upon arriving home, they embarked on their evening rituals, transforming their living space into a sanctuary of relaxation and connection. The warm, inviting aroma of dinner, often prepared together, filled the air, and the soft glow of lamps and candles created an ambience of intimacy. On this particular evening, they had decided to experiment with a new recipe they had stumbled upon during a weekend browsing session. Ingredients were laid out on the kitchen counter, and they donned aprons, ready to embark on their culinary adventure. Sarah, with her nimble fingers, chopped vegetables with precision, while David manned the stove, his culinary expertise evident in his deft handling of pots and pans. Their conversations during this time were a mix of light-hearted banter and deeper reflections. They talked about the intricacies of their day, sharing the challenges they faced at work and the small victories that brightened their hours. But they also ventured into more profound territory, discussing their dreams, aspirations, and the future they envisioned together. Dinner was a feast of flavors and aromas, a testament to their culinary exploration. They savored each bite, delighting in the tastes and textures of their creation. Their shared meal was a reflection of their partnership, a harmonious blend of individual talents and a symbol of their commitment to nourishing not just their bodies but their relationship. After dinner, they cleared the table, working together in a choreographed dance of domesticity. The clinking of dishes and the soft strains of background music filled the kitchen as they moved in sync. It was in these everyday tasks that they found a sense of unity and purpose, a reminder that their bond extended beyond the grand moments of life to the ordinary ones. With the evening progressing, they migrated to the living room, where the soft glow of the television screen cast a warm illumination. Cozying up on the couch, they embarked on their favorite evening ritual, watching a TV show they had both become enamored with. It was a shared escape into fictional worlds, a chance to laugh, gasp, and bond over the stories unfolding on the screen. As they watched, they occasionally exchanged knowing glances and commentary, their shared enjoyment of the show enhancing their connection. Snuggled together under a blanket, they found solace in each other's presence, the stresses of the day fading into the background. After the show's finale, they migrated to the kitchen once more, this time for a sweet treat. A bowl of ice cream, adorned with a medley of toppings, awaited them. They savored each spoonful, indulging in the simple pleasure of dessert. Their quality time extended beyond the physical and the verbal. It was a silent acknowledgement of their shared journey, a recognition that amidst the chaos of daily life, they had created a haven of togetherness. In these moments, as they held hands and enjoyed the sweetness of their evening ritual, they found comfort, companionship, and love that transcended the ordinary. As the evening drew to a close, they prepared for bedtime, but the sense of contentment lingered. Their daily life was marked by routines and obligations, but it was also illuminated by the love they nurtured, the shared experiences they treasured, and the moments of quality time that made it all worthwhile. Together, they embarked on the journey of life, cherishing each day as a gift and each evening as a reminder of the beauty of their love.
Chapter 7: Bedtime Ritual. The day was gradually yielding to the tranquility of night as Sarah and David embarked on the final chapter of their daily life, their bedtime ritual. It was a sacred time, a nightly pilgrimage to the realm of dreams, where they sought solace, rejuvenation, and the comfort of each other's presence. The couple moved in synchrony as they prepared for bed. Their nightly routine was a ballet of shared responsibilities and affectionate gestures. Sarah brushed her teeth, her movements methodical, while David ensured that the doors were securely locked and the lights were dimmed to create a serene atmosphere. As they slipped into their sleepwear, they exchanged quiet words, reflecting on the events of the day. Sometimes these conversations were profound, filled with reflections on life's mysteries and their shared aspirations. Other times, they were light-hearted, peppered with inside jokes and humorous anecdotes that had become a part of their bedtime tradition. The bedroom was a sanctuary of comfort, where soft sheets and fluffy pillows beckoned them. They settled into bed, side by side, their bodies forming the comforting shape of a shared cocoon. The dim glow of a bedside lamp provided a soft, warm ambience, casting gentle shadows on the walls. Their bedtime ritual often included a period of reading. They each had their own book, selected from their ever-growing collection on the nightstand. David might delve into a historical biography, while Sarah immersed herself in a novel of intrigue and romance. Side by side, they turned the pages, occasionally sharing a sentence or passage that had struck a chord with them. In the stillness of the night, the world outside faded into obscurity, and the only sounds were the soft rustling of pages and the occasional murmur of a sleepy voice. It was a time of quiet reflection, a chance to escape into the realms of imagination, and a reminder of the importance of nurturing the mind before sleep. As they put aside their books, they moved closer together, their arms entwined in an embrace. They whispered sweet nothings and shared their dreams for the future, basking in the intimate connection that the late hours of the night provided. It was a time for vulnerability, for confidences shared in the safety of the darkness. With their hearts entwined, they sealed their day with a goodnight kiss, a symbol of their enduring love. The room grew even quieter as they settled into slumber, their breathing harmonizing in a gentle lullaby. In the embrace of dreams, they found solace and a sense of completeness, knowing that each day was a journey they embarked on together. Their bedtime ritual was a testament to the beauty of the ordinary, the power of shared moments, and the depth of their love. As they drifted into dreams, they carried with them the knowledge that the night was but a prelude to a new day, another chapter in the story of their daily life, illuminated by the enduring bond they shared.